Yeah.
Why'd you hit record?
Did you?
Me?
We have to stop starting like this. I don't think it sounds as funny as you think it does.
I don't care. It's fun.
I'm going back over and I'm like, God, these are stupid.
They're great. Listen, people with siblings get it. If you don't have a sibling, there's fucking a lot of other podcasts for you. This one may not be.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes to start every single one of these off fucking with me. Every single one. What's wrong with your face today?
Just my normal face.
Oh, okay.
It always looks like this, unfortunately. I can't do anything about it.
You're a dork. Hey, guess what? I just came back from the doctor for my yearly. I'm 50 and I am healthy. Healthy as fuck. Super healthy. Everything looked good.
Good for you.
Yep. Everything looked good. Looked better than last year.
Nice.
I know. Everything. Like, heck yeah.
I don't look forward to my physicals.
Well, I don't look forward to it, but
I'm proud of you. It's good. It's good to be healthy.
I got to do it though. This is the big 5-0 though. And I don't do it with this is my general healthcare, whatever. The girl doctor, the gynecologist, that's the one that I've kept up with every year. I've never missed with her. So she's the one that does the like booty stuff. It's colonoscopy year, baby. It's colonoscopy.
I've had one of those. I've had one of those.
Did you really? Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I haven't, and I don't want to. Shocker.
Yeah. I ate something I didn't like, and I shit a lot of blood, and they recommended getting one just to be safe.
Oh, that fits. Yeah.
I was like, awesome.
No, I did.
The first thing I said when I like came around, when the doctor was there, like explaining things to my wife, I was like, "You were inside my ass," and he's like, "No." I mean, well, not technically. I was like, "You were in me." He's like, "No." My wife slaps me. She's like, "You have to stop. You have to stop."
No, I get it. I have the same bad sense of humor. The first time when I was 45, she said, "Well, this is all we have to do this year," and all of a sudden, her finger went on my butt, and I was like, "Woo!" It hasn't happened since college.
No dinner.
I know.
At least dinner, right? Like, come on. I haven't had to have my prostate checked yet, and I'm lucky for that. It's coming, unfortunately. I think I got a few more years still. And I like my primary care doctor. I really liked him, but I dreaded this. And I used to fucking joke with him all the time. So he used to play football for UT. He made me look like a small man.
Oh wow!
That's like not a joke at all. He's probably 6'7". You know, easy 380, like just a monster, hands like dinner plates. And I'm just like, I do not want any part of that. And I would joke, and he looked at me laughing. He's like, you're not the only guy who makes that joke. I was like, yeah. And I'm sure after some prostate exams, all the men cry. Like, holy shit. Anyway, he like retired. And when he retired, he told me, he's like, yeah, I'm stepping down. Someone else is coming in. And he's like, so you don't have to worry about me sticking my sausage fingers in your ass or something like that. And I was like, like we're laughing, right? And then he shows me his replacement.
Who's that?
It's a female who's 6'5", 300 pounds.
What? You can't win either way.
I can't fucking win. Her hands are my. She has the same size hands I do. And she looks like me. Like I'm gonna be fingering my own ass. Like I don't want this. Like, listen, I saw that short little doc running around outside. Bring that guy in here. Let's get that guy. The guy with the little midget hands.
You'll be fine. It'll feel like home. You'll be good.
No, so I'm genuinely looking for a new doctor.
That's so funny. Mike won't even go. I called him to tell him how great everything looked, all my results, and how healthy I am and everything, and told him that this was the year. And he was like, well, you know how to avoid that. Just don't go to the doctor. He has a different health plan than I do.
I mean, I get it. It like I have friends, it breeds a lot of fear in them.
The same. I don't want it either. Yeah.
Like the interesting thing is, like, I've had like medical, right? Like, so I've had the colonoscopy thing done. I got a vasectomy. And I have good insurance. And my guy who did the vasectomy was awesome. He's like, you can either come in here. He's like, you hop up here on the chair. He's like, I'll get it done in and out. It's like, it's gonna pinch. It's uncomfortable. He's like, it's not a problem. He's like, or he's like, you have good insurance. He's like, we can sedate you. We can go to the hospital. He's like, it's in and out surgery. Someone's got to pick you up, take you home. He's like, you won't remember a thing. And he's like, before he could say, he was going to say, it's your choice. I was like, sedate me. Put me down. I don't want to know.
Which, because you're my brother and I love you, I'm happy for you. But as a woman, that's really aggravating. Like I've had multiple IUDs, and they get worse every time. And you described it as it's going to be a pinch. That's what they said. It's a hell of a lot more than a pinch. And all they say is take a little ibuprofen or some Tylenol. And fuck, man. Like, it's just so unfair. Like, he's willing to sedate you for something that's not an option for us.
He's only willing to sedate me because my insurance is willing to kick up the extra $1,000 it costs to sedate me.
But the fact that your insurance is willing to cover it, they won't cover it for us to get an IUD.
Shit, my insurance might. I got pretty good insurance.
Man,
they're good, man. They cover, like, I wish the CEO of my healthcare company no ill will. Let's just put it that way. They pay bills. They make shit happen. Yeah, like, so if you shot my guy, I'm gonna be pissed.
There's one of you.
Yeah, he's getting things done. Whatever. I'll copay. Sure. What's max going done? Let's move on. I'm about it. Put me to sleep.
I don't blame you.
No, medical stuff's always awkward. Like, I had one awkward encounter. I'm gonna let it go. You're my sister, and it's weird. I'm not gonna say it's funny. It would be funny in any other company, but I don't think it's funny in this company. So we're gonna
good choice.
We're gonna shift gears.
I support your decision. I support it. We'll just move on from there.
Yeah.
So what's the latest? They're not Charlie's Kids.
I don't know. I haven't watched that. I actually have been paying attention to what's going on in Mexico.
Oh yeah. Do you know I think I told you this the other day, but was just in the store the other day, and somebody that I know from the pickleball court, they own it. They were supposed to leave for Mexico yesterday.
Did they?
I thought about them all day. I don't know if they actually did or not. I saw her the day before, and she said they were still going. She said they had called the resort that they were going to, and they said everything was fine. She said that they had a car picking them up from the airport. So, and the last thing I said to her was, "Be safe." But I'm not close enough to this lady. I don't have her cell phone number. I can't text her and be like, "Hey, did you go? Are you good?" I'll just find out next time I go to the pickleball, I guess.
If she's there or not.
Yeah.
It's no joke. Yeah. Like, this is the thing people don't understand. Mexico has really never been safe. Let me sum up Mexico in a whole. If you're looking at it from a geopolitical standpoint, like an economic standpoint, which most people don't, and you should. This current president they have is a Jewish woman. Mexico doesn't have a lot of Jews.
That's
just
so
throwing
funny
that out
too.
there.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of Jews. They have way more Mormons than they have Jews. Like, if it was a Mormon president, we'd be like, I could see that, but not a Jewish one. Anyway, 37 people who were running against her to try and stop her were all murdered.
Yeah.
37. That's like if every person that's like, I'm going to run against Trump, and they got shot in the fucking head in front of their kids and outside. That's what happened. Like, it again and again and again and again until she won.
Why was she was placed there because she's Jewish? Is this another?
No. So it goes to the cartels. The cartels did this for her. Why? So there's the Jalisco cartel, the New Generation cartel, as it translates into English, is probably the most well-organized, well-connected, well-moving branch. Like, there's the Sonora and there's all these others, and they go up and down, but they're mostly just trafficking. Everything that's going on right now has to do with the New Generation cartel because their leader was killed. New Generation cartel was organized by intelligence agencies, U.S. With backing and contracting through Mossad. Take for what you want. Look into it if you want. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm just throwing this out here. Who gives a shit? That's how this was organized. They're trained. There aren't, understand this. This isn't any kind of gang you've ever heard of in your life. Like, you have the Bloods and the Crips and the blah, 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 whatever the fuck else. Latin Key, whatever.
M13.
Yeah, they're all fucking jokes. Like, you have to understand the cartels like, Mexico's a huge country. It's what most people don't get. Mexico's fucking big. They control huge swaths of Mexico. And when I mean control, I mean they are the judges. They run the schools. They're the ones who put in electricity and running water. They pave the fucking roads. They collect taxes. They make sure the city like, they are the country.
The cartel
That's how these cartels run. The fucking cartel. They're like, well, why doesn't the Mexican government go in there and take him out? Because they fucking can't. I want you to think about that for a second. If the Bloods took over LA, we would send in the National Guard and kill those motherfuckers.
Right.
This is a situation saying that the Bloods are so well armed, organized, and they have satellite fucking logistical support, in air drones and helicopters and fucking intelligence gathering equivalent, that they can repel the U.S. military. That's what they're saying in Mexico. That a nation's military cannot beat a fucking gang, because they're not a gang. They're a multi-billion-dollar, multinational agency with fingers in the CIA, fingers in Mossad, in Europe. One of the CEOs for Walmart got taken down as being part of their fucking trafficking network using Walmart logistics worldwide. Nobody heard about that.
No, I didn't.
The feds fucking raided him in Florida, took him down. Because they're like, hey, and he was tied directly to human trafficking as well as drugs. Because Walmart has one of them, other than the United States military, Walmart has maybe the most impressive logistics supply chain in the fucking world. So of course the cartels are using them. We have to stop thinking of them as cartels and start thinking of them as enemy nations. They are, hundreds of billions of dollars of wealthy. If you go and look at their equipment, they have armored personnel carriers. They have the equivalent of tanks. They have fucking attack helicopters. They have their own cellular networks, their own internet service. They have firewalls. They have electronic warfare. They monitor all cell phone fucking calls in their area. They're using AI to mine through people's Facebooks and social media so they know who's talking to who or what, who's coordinating with journalists. When you got to understand, when the fucking leader got taken, and we found out later he died in that raid, right? They put up 250 fucking roadblocks organized across their territories at once with a synchronized purpose.
Wow.
They did it in minutes. That's what's going on. So these people are extremely well trained by former special forces and intelligence agencies. They've been equipped through the weapons trade and pipelines. They don't even have to buy off-market armored personnel carriers. They have everything set up. They build their own. And they've been in combat, and it's been kind of a standoff with the government. When this new president went in, everything calmed down because she was their person. So the question has to come in. Why did they go for him now, and who did it, and what is the purpose?
And where is she? Hiding?
No, she's fine. She's not going to be touched.
Nobody's going to mess with her?
Mm-mm. She has Israeli and CIA backing.
They're the president of Mexico. What the fuck?
I'm going to make this simple. The reason this guy was taken and the new generation was stirred up this way is because it's the largest, well-armed, well-funded fucking cartel that there is. Okay? Let's keep that in mind. They are. So it makes sense that you need to send them into chaos. All right? Because sending them into chaos is the key to triggering terrorist attacks in the United States, which will then give the U.S. reason to attack Iran. This is all about Iran. This is about bringing U.S. in to attack Iran because we've told Israel no multiple times. And I'll explain. Crazy. There are sleeper terrorist cells here in the United States. FBI is very aware of it. CIA is very aware of it. Mm-hmm. Do you know how they got here? Traffic through cartel tunnels. And they've been here for a while.
Okay.
Right? They're just waiting.
And what are they waiting for? What do they do?
Orders. Probably a coordinated attack on the same day on hard assets. I would say infrastructure like water or electric lines. Electric would probably be the best. You'd want to cut fiber and internet access to like LA. And then you would take out a couple substations, which would render power for LA out for, depending if you took out the right substations, a while. So imagine LA basin, no electricity, no communications, no cell phones. How long until it eats itself?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So the cartel runs Mexico because the government cannot.
Various cartels, yeah, but yes, they run it.
But are we capable of going in there and
100%.
you know?
Oh yeah, we would do it in 48 hours. In 48 hours, we'd cut the head off all the snakes. We'd round everyone up. We just went into Venezuela through Russian and Chinese air defenses undetected and took the fucking president of the country out of their bunker.
Wow.
And we did it and nobody knew. So yeah, we could do it. We 100% could do it. The point of fighting war isn't winning. The point of fighting war is generating revenue.
Well, that's why we always have so many, right?
That's why we've been in war since the foundation of this country. Like, we haven't stopped. Yeah. So we definitely haven't stopped since World War II. So, and I should explain. So if you attack New Generation Cartel, they're doing exactly what they're doing, right? You can even watch this. The fucking dude did a movie about it called Sicario. Like, why do they go and do this? Like, because we need them to dramatically overreact. We need them to start a war, right? You don't kill a king. Killing kings is how you end wars. Because when you kill a king, it just creates 50 people raise up in his place. It's, it's fractious, and that's what's happened to New Generation. Their leadership got taken out. So now you have infighting. That infighting is going to get wild. That is the perfect scapegoat for the FBI to turn a blind eye as a coordinated Iranian attack force slips through the border, because then we can blame Mexico and the cartel issue. We can then put them on that, which increases funding. Like, the moment cartels are listed as a terrorist organization, America then will point the U.S. military at them. And then that's all she wrote. And not only that, you're talking another couple $1 trillion in the next 20 or 30 years, right? To fight them and go in. Like, that's what makes our economy and things go. That's who America is. Right or wrong, it's what we are. It's definitely wrong, by the way. It's
definitely what we do. Yeah.
It's definitely what we do, but it's wrong. So that's one fold that it's going to work out. The second fold is that we'll be able to use the media and narratives that they're already starting to try to trickle, if you're paying attention. That everyone's worried about this terrorist attack. Everyone's worried about this terrorist attack. If everyone was worried about a terrorist attack, we wouldn't send $87 million a week to Al-Qaeda. We do, by the way. The United States funds Al-Qaeda. The Muslim Brotherhood that you hear Israel talk about all the time? Mm-hmm. Do you know who funded and set up the Israeli Brotherhood, the Muslim Brotherhood?
What, us?
Mossad. You have to have an enemy to control your people. You have to instill the fear. So you need a terror cell attack. And that's what they're pushing for. And this chaos is going to give them the excuse, because now everyone's paying attention to this chaos. We're going to start finding out about all the evil things they've done, all the human trafficking, which they've been doing for fucking 30 years that no one's cared about. But now we care, because once I start educating you on this, they start teaching you about this front in the tunnels. They let in terrorists. There's terrorists in the U.S. Boom, terrorist attack. I heard about that on the news. They came from Mexico. They're Iranian. They told me all about that. I've been hearing about that for months. We need to get Iran. They're the reason for they're just fucking playing people.
Yeah.
That's all this is. Because if the cartels were really mad, the fucking president of Mexico would be dead tomorrow. She's being protected. She got put there. Hell, there's an image of her sideways with her nose and her hair, and she's all hunched over. She fucking had that outlawed in Mexico. Because people are like, she doesn't look Mexican. She looks like a Jew. Like, fucking stereotypes write themselves. Listen, they're not given, they're earned. Like, whatever. Wow. Everything about Mexico is corrupt from the bottom. Like, all the people, like, look at the Yucatan Peninsula, right? Which is Cancun. That's totally controlled by the cartels. That's why crime there is relatively low, because they use all those businesses to wash money. That's all their banks. That's all that shit. Mm-hmm. That's why the cartel, bothers moving money back to Mexico. Why? Because they can dump as much money into those banks as they want, and the banks ain't gonna say shit. So I fucking Chase Manhattan has banks there. You know what I mean? That's where it's going down. All the big branches, all the investments for Morgan Stanley, they're all they got headquarters there with big wigs taking fucking $100 million payments and filtering it through their banks, because they can do whatever the fuck they want. Mm-hmm. That's what this whole system, it's just all corrupt and bullshit. It's just at this moment, there's one little country that really wants us to go to war with Iran, and we won't do it. So they're going to burn lives in Mexico to set up a series of events that they hope plays out in their favor.
That's insane.
That's geopolitics. We do the same thing. That's why
I
South
believe you.
America's
Yeah, I
that's
believe
why
it.
South America is a shit show. We allow that to happen. Fucking Maduro in Venezuela, that was us. The fucking current regime that rules Iran, that was us. Do you know who put fucking Saddam Hussein in power? Us. You know who broke Afghanistan and put those crazy fucks in power? Us. All the fucking crazy, murderers in South America, that was us. And some in Africa. We just worked with the French to do it because the French are mostly responsible for destabilizing and, all the pillaging that goes on there. But we have a definite heavy hand in that. We have a shitload of U.S. special forces and it's just operating carte blanche there. Fucking killing fields. That's what the world is.
I mean, we're a bunch of dicks.
We're not. You and I didn't do it.
So
most people don't even know. Yeah, most people don't even know. I mean, that's the thing. They know what they see on TV. It's like we talk about all these wars that are far away and how many people have been killed. Like, do you even know how many people have been killed on the border because of cartels? Hundreds of thousands. Men, women, children. They'll fucking grab someone's kids, wrap a rope around their neck, disembowel them, slice them on the belly, and throw them off a bridge so everything falls out of them when they hit.
Duh. That's horrible.
Just to send a message. It's terror tactics. Even if they were innocent, everyone thinks they must have had something to do with it. They just fucking live like that. You have an entire nation of people who just live like that. And the same thing is, this is the saddest fucking part, is the cartels do a better job providing water, electricity, gas, roads, and schools, and medical fucking care than the government does.
It sounds like they have more power and more
money.
More resources.
And weirdly enough, it's actually less corruption. That's the problem with most South America. Anything South is just fucking corruption. That's the problem with Africa. It's fucking corruption. And we're starting to see it here in the U.S. It's just gotten to such a crescendo here in the U.S. We can't ignore it anymore. It's out of control. It's out of control.
So do you think right now with what's going on in Mexico, do you think they really are like targeting American tourists? Like what would be the benefit of that? Or would that just cause them more harm than good?
So who would be targeting them?
That's the cartel, I guess. That's what
I wouldn't worry too much about the cartel. I'd worry about the local police forces wanting to get America attention, and they'll act like the cartel. You got to understand, cops in Mexico aren't that different than the fucking cartel. They're probably worse. So if you have a local police chief who's not getting funded and he's been getting bullied, hey, there's a fucking bunch of Americans down there. Cool, go steal all their shit, cut their fucking heads off. We'll blame it on the cartels. With all this going on, every little despot, every criminal can blame anything they do on the cartels, and it won't come back to them. And if you're the police, quote unquote, the police in Mexico, it only makes you look better because they need you more, right?
And the cartel wouldn't care. They don't care to be blamed for a mass
Who's going to listen to
American tourists. They wouldn't.
What recourse do they have? They don't own the media.
I just didn't know if they would retaliate against that police chief, that police department.
Probably, yeah, they usually do. But then they're killing cops too. They're cutting the heads off civilians. They can't win, and they're not there to win. They're a business. Like the say what you want about the new generation cartel with their violence or tactics. They're a functional business, and it's in their best interest to keep mayhem at a low. They need the pipelines open to the U.S. and to the West. And this is also like there's another front here that's being attacked. So getting someone to destabilize what's going on in Mexico right now puts China at odds with the U.S. over these tariffs. What do you think the number one products the cartels send over are?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Cocaine and weed.
Used to be. It's not now. Now it's fentanyl.
Oh, well.
And all the precursors for their super labs, whether it be meth or fentanyl, come from China. China just ships it right to Mexico in bulk. Mexico makes it in a super lab, hustles it across the border into the U.S. or to other ships to Europe. That's where it comes in. That's where their connection pipelines are. They manufacture in. It's kind of like Molly and shit used to be made in the Netherlands, and everyone just looked the other way and they'd ship it from the Netherlands to the U.S. If you're doing ecstasy or something, that's where it came from. It's the same way in Mexico with fentanyl or meth. They don't give a fuck. Like they would rather take payments and look the other way. Why? Because the cartel built a hospital and a school for my kids, and they're going to pay for my daughter to go to college.
Yeah.
I'm not bucking the system. That's crazy. Yeah, they get drunk and out of hand, and all you want to do is not be downtown when they're drinking, so your kids don't get raped or you get shot. But other than that, it's better than the cops. Like it's better than the government. That's the fucking world down there. So it just is, right? Like humans, we adapt. So upsetting the balance of these cartels, the shipment, the drug manufacturer, the leadership, that puts off all the orders that they had placed into China. So that's hurting China because that's a massive revenue driver, right? Mm-hmm. All the precursor chemicals. Okay. Well, this is now a problem for them. And who do you think takes all? Do you think legitimate business interests are the ones making all those overcharges and all that extra money on those shipments? Or do you think it's government personnel in China?
That makes more sense.
Yeah. So they're pissed, right?
But the quantity for them to be upset, I mean, would have to be ridiculous. Like for this to affect them in a way, that's insane.
It's individuals. It's individuals. So you have your generals or Xi Jinping or whoever who's getting a cut, and these are the precursors to methamphetamines, right? You're going to make it in your meth super lab. Cool. We're going to sell you this that would normally cost $10,000. We're going to sell it to you at $50,000. This guy's going to get 10. This guy's going to get 10. That guy's going to get 10. All right. It all trickles up, right? Like you're paying off the right people to make these things happen. Okay. Because the company that made it is only getting the initial 10 that it costs. It's not getting any overage. Yeah. The shipping company's not getting any of the fucking overage. They have to pay that right to the government officials because it's for them. It's legitimate cargo. So they're already making their money. It's just all the graft that's on top of that. Now those generals, those bureauticians, they're not getting their money. Now they can't keep kicking up the ladder because that's how it works everywhere else in the fucking world. So now you're causing problems with the bureaucrats and the policymakers and all that shit that's in China. Woo, what do you mean I didn't get my extra $10,000 this month? What? I didn't get my $1 million payoff. I didn't get my buyout. Were you like, wait, what? No. Like sorry, man. We're in the middle of a war right now. Why the fuck are you in a war? It's like, well, America's like, them the fucking tariffs. And this is external pressure that's trying to be worked up to go into Iran. And they want to hope that this causes one, political pressure with China, which it's already doing if you read the headlines. Two, they're hoping to spawn off cartel terror attacks in the U.S. or Iranian actual terror cells attacks. Whatever.
I just want everything to be okay.
So do I.
My daughter's getting married in Spain next fall. I just need the world to be a happy place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you have a lot of this spinning off again. Like, if they wanted to retaliate, and who knows what the cartels will or won't do. It's not America that did this. So, but we're monitoring the situation heavily. Mm-hmm. And every now and then America cuts the head off its guy. We have to have a sacrificial lamb, right? Like it just is what it is. We got to feed the public somebody. And today that's you.
Yeah.
That's how that is. So it's just going to be seeing how that pans out.
See, I never actually hear anything. I don't know anything about the cartel. I've not done any research, not gone down any holes. Honestly, if I'm being legit, if I'm being completely transparent, the only thing I ever hear about the cartel is I just watched that show Landman. So they have some interactions with them out on the
that's pretty accurate
oil fields, but and of course it's a show though. So even as I'm watching that, I don't even take it to heart because it's for entertainment. But
Sicario's pretty good. The movie Sicario. So the guy who wrote Landman's the guy who wrote Sicario. Okay. I forget his name. He also wrote Hell or High Water, which is a fantastic movie. But yeah, they have a lot of killers. They have a lot of shooters. They're not disorganized. They do know what they're doing. They're not something to be laughed at. They have reach into the U.S. Cartels have reach into the U.S. like you wouldn't believe. They own politicians. They own judges. They have trafficking avenues. They work hand in hand with, various intelligence agencies moving drugs. You know, Mena, Arkansas, with I forget the guy's name off the top of my head because I'm just kind of in the flow right now. That's how Clinton got his ties into the CIA, allegedly, when he was governor over there, and they were running the, training the Iran Contra before that kind of kicked off. When Barry Seals was moving contraband weapons and taking photos for the CIA. He was operating out of Mena, Arkansas. Mena, Arkansas, like Arkansas State Police in conjunction with the DEA and ATF, all busted Barry Seals, took him to the Attorney General's office, and while they were all gloating, the fucking governor called him and said, "You have to release him on my orders, or it'll be the president," because he was protected by the fucking CIA. Because they were the ones running it. Highway Rick Ross, not the rapper, but the drug dealer from LA. When he was questioned, he's like, "How do you think we get the fucking cocaine and crack here? We don't own planes and ships. We don't have logistics." He's like, "We get it through the CIA." He's like, "My contact is a CIA guy. He's the one I cut a deal with."
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it is. It hasn't changed. There was a sprinkling of airports all across, the Southeast around the time Mena, Arkansas got founded back in the 70s, and it was all just drug trafficking. Mm-hmm. Because the CIA has the keys to the kingdom. They know where everything's being watched. They know when it is. They can give their pilots and their people the information. You can look into like some of the crashes from the 70s. I can think of one airport in particular where a plane crashed that was owned by a bank, and it was loaded with fucking weed. It was owned by a bank.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that same airport where that happened had one of the largest cocaine busts in America. They went down and indicted 9 people that went, and none of them went to prison.
Doesn't surprise me.
No, because too many people make money. Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, supply and demand for drugs. I mean, like, there's a huge demand for drugs. I mean, there just is. Like, there's a reason that this has been going on for so long. Like,
yeah, and arguably, it's better to keep it illegal. It's more profitable for everybody.
I guess
it's more profitable for the state. It's more profitable for the people who make it. In California, Monsanto's moved in on the marijuana game. It's ruining marijuana, by the way. It's owned by big ag companies that are trying to patent seeds and putting God knows what into God knows what. Yeah. Like, yeah, you can get your ounce for $20. That's from Monsanto. The same people whose corn will give you cancer. Like the same people who make, pesticides. Like,
yeah,
maybe we shouldn't buy their shit. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been paying attention to the marijuana industry in California because I'm fascinated by these little microcultures and systems of economies that spread up. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of property in Northern California that's for sale right now. Whole weed farms that were indoor, outdoor. They had all the water rights. They were going because of the tax system that they used there. The local counties and everything started raising taxes on everyone, and they were increased to do so. And the tax bracket hit such a break-even point with legislation that was written by large agriculture that only benefited them. Here's your minimum tax bracket. Minimum tax bracket's $2 million. You mean if I want to grow 10 plants to sell, I have to pay a $2 million fucking tax? In this county, you do. Well, what does my permit cost to grow more? It's one-time $10 million fee. What? Well, they can pay it. Yeah, fucking of course they can pay it. It was written by them. Like they're purposely trying to get everyone else out of the market because it allows them to produce at scale and run everyone else out. Now, those numbers are inflated, but they're not too far from the truth.
It's just like everything else. Everything gets controlled. Everything gets, golly.
Yeah.
It's so aggravating.
All the farmers in Northern California in those towns, all of them were better off before it was legalized in California. They made more money.
Yeah.
Everybody made a shitload more money.
Wow.
Yep. And the cartels were the first ones to really ruin it. The cartels went in and set up these mass grows and bringing people in. And like it used to just be a bunch of the fucking hippies that were supplying it, and they made money, and they made sure the town had money, and everyone was okay and looked the other way. And the cartels started fucking killing people and stealing, and doing what cartels do. And the cartels were organized, funded, and sponsored by intelligence agencies. And if the guys didn't know how to do it, they bring in fucking retired experts. They bring in fucking spec ops guys or to teach them how.
Wow.
You got to understand the Mexican cartels have their own encrypted cellular networks.
That's insane.
That's the level of organization these fucking people have.
But it is its own government. I mean, that's just...
It is. Yeah, no, they really are. And so, one government's really going to war with another one right now. The only difference is who controls the media and the spin. And I only look at the media to know what lies they're trying to sell me. And then I'll look on different social media to see what lies they're trying to sell me and try and discern the truth somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Because it's all just bullshit. It's all just bullshit.
That being said, like scrolling through TikTok this morning, right away when I wake up, and it's filled with Mexico, and it's filled with all the everything, all the tourists being afraid. It's a lot. Yeah.
Fear.
It is. And then I keep scrolling, and there's this white guy, an American that lives there now or is staying there now, and he's out on the beach by himself. And his entire video was like, "This is the best time to come. Y'all have this place empty. I always have to deal with kids on the beach, and the kids are gone. I have to deal with other people in the water, and now I get to surf by myself." Like, he's just going on. And so I immediately, went to the comments like, "Oh my God, is he getting ate up and like spit up and chewed out?" And honestly, he wasn't. There were quite a few people that were like, "Yeah, man, you leave them alone, they leave you alone." And
they'll hijack your truck. Like, they're famous for that. Like, there's plenty of videos you can watch where they'll set up like local cartel guys like, let's make some money, or let's get a new truck, and they'll just watch trucks go down the road, and then they'll chase one down, fucking rip the family out, blow their brains out, and take the truck. If they don't have anything shiny that they want, they'll probably leave you alone. Maybe you're at their fucking whim. Like, I'd love the idea of being at a beach alone. That's too high calculation. It's too high calculation. Like, so when I was turning 40, I think you might remember this, I was planning on going to Peru on one of those trips in Peru. And at that time, Peru started going through like a mini civil war. And I was looking at the CIA readouts and this and that. And I was like, it'll probably be fine. And then when I saw they issue, like the State Department issues do not travel orders. Those are important to listen to. Not that it's the best advice, but here's the thing. If you go to a country and it advised you, do not fucking travel here, and you travel there anywhere, the United States government will not come to get you.
Yeah, because they already told you. Yeah.
Because they fucking told you, don't go there. If you go somewhere and ship, like if you were already in Peru and that popped off, they're going to come get you, because that's what America does. We're not going to leave our people out hanging. But like, if you're in fucking Mexico,
but if you're stupid,
man, like you're in the middle of a crazy half-assed civil war between the Mexican government and cartels, and everybody on the news told you not to go. Oh, I'm in trouble, and someone send the State Department. No. No.
Yeah. That's what there's the day before there was another video. The day that couple was supposed to leave, there was a video of 2 girls on a plane, and they were like, on our way to Cancun, got the plane to ourselves. I'm like, ugh.
This is why I think it's going to get spicy. Is a lot of fucking idiots are still going to go to Cancun for spring break, because it's coming up very quickly.
That's what worries me. Spring break, all the people with their plans, because Mexico is such a cheap place to go. Seniors, it's a senior trip place, like.
Shouldn't send your kids to another country. Watch Taken.
I personally, I know that Mexico's been a great one to go to as our whole lives. We've been telling, people have been saying, go to Mexico, but they also say, stay on the path. Don't get off the path. Don't go on a side road. Don't go, if you get off of a cruise boat somewhere in Mexico, stay with the excursion people. Don't go off on your own. And those things bother me. I don't want to go to any country where this way is okay and this way is not. Like, what?
I mean, and I get that. The reason I say that is I wouldn't send my kids over there if they're not without me. Like, it's just.
No, I wouldn't either, because of what I just said. Like,
it's too much. Yeah, I mean, granted, there's places here. There's places in Nashville. Fuck, I've been drugged in Nashville. I was drugged in Nashville before it was what it is now. You know what I mean? Like, I got fucking roofied. Yeah. You know what I mean? All because the chick was like, I didn't order this. And I'm like, I'll take it. Fuck, dude. I was out of my mind the rest of that night. I don't know what that is, but it went from being a great time to a hellish time to an amazing time to like, I should get naked, to a great time to back to a hellish time to I need some water.
That's just another Friday night for you. Whatever.
You ever touched the skin, man? You ever had skin touch skin? I was fucking out of my mind. Like, I don't even remember everything I said, but the people who were with me were just dying. You know what I mean? And
That's
the thing is,
terrifying,
like,
though.
and the chick whose drink that was probably 5 foot 95 pounds, right? And at that time, I'm
He was a
like,
good target.
yeah, I was 230 pounds, 240 pounds.
So is that what it was? Was she a target and you took her drink?
Yeah, because we were at the bar and she's like, they're like, hey, here's your drink for you. And she's like, she was drinking, she drinks beer. And she's like, I don't want this girly shit. And we're all laughing. I was like, I love girly drinks, right? And I took it and I just fucking pounded it.
Yeah.
And like, as we got into the car to go to the next place, I was like, fucking the world was just like moving and stopping and moving and stopping. And then the rest of the night is like clips of time.
Can you imagine? You are what? I don't know, 275 or something. I don't know what you weigh, but like,
oh, back then I was 232. So I weighed 140 pounds more than she did.
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine what that would have done to her?
Oh, that would have been gone. Like, and my mind is like clipped together. And then there's where they've told me stories. So my mind generated an image and put it into the, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But so it was like, there's parts of it I remember like holding my head out the window. Like I was just fucking just drunk. And the night sadly turned into them taking care of me. Like we all went and got food. Like the party stopped and they're like, oh my God. And she was super cool and appreciative. Yeah. That's
good.
Yeah. Like she was super appreciative because we worked together at a bar down there. That's why we were all out together. And she was super appreciative. She's like, oh my God, like that was for me. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I also felt like, I don't know what I was given. I haven't really done any like hard drugs in my life. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't feel happy for a week. I just felt like I used all the happiness I had up and the night was just clipped together. And I had a fucking headache for days. You know, I couldn't drink enough water. I didn't shit. It fucked me up, man.
I'm curious. I don't know enough about,
I don't either. I
don't know what you would have had, but
I mean, whatever it was enough to fucking send me for a wild ride. Because parts of the night I remember like, man, that was awesome. And I see clips in my head of later in the night, like, I think I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is like when I had those steroids last summer, they fucked me up. So I don't have a tolerance to that. But like pain medication, I can eat that shit like candy. You know what I mean? Like, and it doesn't.
Can you see? I cannot.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
It constipates me.
Yeah, no, that
you give me like 2 or 3 pills, and that's it. I'm constipated.
Yeah, no, it stops me from shitting. But like, and I don't like it. I don't like it because of that. I say that when I had a tooth like broke in my mouth before I could get to the dentist, and they gave me pain meds, and I don't remember what kind of pain med that was. So again, like I've never had hard drugs.
Yeah.
This was the hardest drug they've ever given me. So when I say I can take pain meds, I can take like hydrocodone.
Yeah.
Like it's no problem. It stops me from shitting, but I can take it like it's like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And I can take some, like when I hurt my back and I was all messed up then and they were giving me pain injections, didn't do shit. When they gave me these little fucking pills, now this was back before the opium, like, and everyone, I don't remember what they were.
It's probably Oxy or something.
I think it might have been. And
I think Oxy had the little tiny ones.
Yeah. So I went that morning to take an accounting test. And that's why I took it, because I was like, all right, I just need to get through this accounting test. I came to in the parking lot, wandering around, looking for my car that afternoon. Like I lost the whole morning, bombed the fucking test. But yeah, like that, whatever that was, fucked me up. That particular steroid I had this last summer, fucked. Like I'm particular, like these things, no problem. These things, like, if you're on a trip and you do some THC edible or something, I'm fine. Like I'm good for a while. If you give me, many moons ago, a mushroom that may or may not make you see things. It's going to send me to another fucking reality. So my system is, I can do these things, I cannot do these things, and I just stay away from alcohol now altogether because fuck it. Like I stay away from everything at this point, kind of altogether. It's just fuck it. It's not. I'm tired of playing roulette.
I mean, if you want to live a long life, you kind of have to. You know, at some point you hit the 40s and the 50s, and you kind of have to make a choice. Do I want to reel it in and live long, or do I want to keep going? And you can't.
Yeah. You got to come to terms with that at some point. And I did that. But
and even I say that out loud, and for you and I think that's pretty minimal because neither one of us has any sort of like addictions that we are.
No, I don't have any problem.
Fortunately, we're not alcoholics. We're not like, and you talk about not out drinking, but you're not even an alcoholic. You just have fun, and you have a high tolerance.
I'm a fun drunk. And I have a high tolerance for alcohol.
You have a very high tolerance. I'm the opposite of you with all that. My tolerance for pain medication and alcohol is very small.
Yeah, it's the alcohol thing it is weird how much I can consume of that and have in the past. A long time ago. All this a long time ago. But I just didn't like how I still feel bad the next day.
It's also hereditary though. I mean, we have hardcore alcoholics on both sides of the family. Like
and if they have the same gene that stops me from getting drunk, then fuck, they were just putting down booze to try and get there. But I'm a delightful drunk. When I did drink many moons ago, I'm fucking delightful. I'm not an angry drunk. I've never gotten angry drunk. I'm silly and giddy. I want to make jokes. I might be a little more emotional,
Yeah.
That's real. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I might cry over a bag of potato chips. It could fucking happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's about the end of it. That's all you're going to get out of me. I've had friends that when they drink, they get fucking nasty. And it's just like, what?
Yeah. We both know somebody who gets mean when they drink.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they don't very often. But like, I don't think I do either. I don't think I do.
No.
Like and that's one of those things, people have other opinions of you when you're drinking than you have of yourself, because your perception is off. And I get that.
Definitely.
But I can tell you that like my husband and I, when he quit drinking 5 years ago, and before he quit, we'd fuss. We'd fuss. And, not a lot of fussing, but we would fuss. And since he quit, I didn't quit. Nothing changed for me. I didn't skip a beat, but he quit and our fussing stopped. We don't entertain fights and stuff. And it's not a thing,
That's good. It's good to recognize and just weed out things that aren't healthy. Like I've never had a drinking problem, but I walked on the edge 20 years ago when I was working at that bar in Nashville. I was living with you and I was working at that bar. And I was going to see my then girlfriend before she became my fiance, before I moved in with her. And I realized then, that was the first time I really curbed. And I curbed drinking for 10 years. But
you were also, I mean, up to that girlfriend, you had been single and you were working at a bar downtown Nashville and you were.
I was living a wild life.
Single life.
Yeah. Wild life.
Anyway, I never saw you as a problem.
Yeah. That was as close as I ever got. And I only realized that because when I would wake up at her apartment, you know what I mean? Like I would want to go get a screwdriver to start the morning with, and I did plenty of times. And I'd be like, oh yeah, a little orange juice, there you go. I still got a little headache there. It's gone now.
Yeah. Hair of the dog.
Hair of the dog, I'm not doing the egg and hot sauce. Kiss my ass with that. But whatever. And it wouldn't be every day. It would be the Monday. So I just got off that shift. So Monday, Tuesday, wouldn't do it Wednesday. Thursday, I'd have to go drive all the way back to go back to work. And then one day I was like, I probably shouldn't do this. It just kind of occurred to me. And when I didn't, it got around noon and I was like, ooh, I got a headache. I don't feel great. And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, I might be drinking too much. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So then I just stopped cold turkey, which was fine. The next day I still had a little headache and then I was fine. I'm not like, oh, I got the shakes. There's nothing like that. But then I stopped drinking at work, which was weird because that was a key part of my job is they buy drinks, you drink with them. So I stopped, which made my nights every night that I was there so much harder. And yeah, booze has only ever gotten me into trouble. It's only ever gotten me into trouble.
It doesn't get me into trouble. I've only drank once in the last 5 weeks now, but like we went to a casino twice last 2 weekends in a row, and I didn't drink at either one of those, and that's weird. Being at a casino and not drinking is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I agree
but
with
it's not
that.
bad. It's not bad.
No.
You just have to have money to keep gambling because your focus is all on the gambling and not,
Yeah. Ooh, I'll take another cocktail.
Yeah, let me slow play this while I drink. No, it's all the gaming, but
yes.
Yeah, but it feels good.
Yeah, the last time we went to a casino, I will say that, like, I'll still have a drink. We go out somewhere or it's a thing, whatever.
Mhm.
It's usually something fruity because I like fruity drinks, always have. I got a sweet tooth and a half.
Mhm.
And I like the one, but even I've noticed after one drink, the next day, I still feel weird. I don't like it.
I mean, it
But
is
it is what it is. It is what it is. For a long time in my life, I didn't drink all year, and I would like get drunk once or twice a year. You know,
Mhm.
Once I got arrested for being in that hot tub, I curbed my drinking in a big way.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
That's the hard
Like I
part.
said, nothing good happens.
Yeah. You have rough mornings when you do that. If you never
Hell
drink
yeah.
it, then those are rough.
Oh, yeah. You're just for day, and I liked that. My drinking picked back up for a little while during COVID. That's when Friday nights the guys got together and we would drink, and we would
You and everybody else, buddy.
Me and everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when everyone was locked down, me and my buddy started a Friday night tradition that we still do now. So it's been going 7 years now, which is crazy. But we would drink. And so what you said there is my ability to drink copious amounts of alcohol was noticed by my friends at the time. They're just like, I thought you bring a bottle. It's like, I did bring a bottle, and I'm going to drink the bottle. It's why I bring the bottle.
I think the first time I ever realized the intensity of your tolerance was when I went to New Orleans and you told me to drink a hurricane. You had told me ahead of time, hurricane, it's my favorite. And you told me how many you had. And now at this point, I don't remember what it was. But back then, I got to New Orleans and I had told my husband, I was like, hey, Bubba says we got to get one of these. And so we came across it. They're not hard to find. They're everywhere. We get a hurricane. And it was this freaking big. And it's this giant. It's like getting an extra large slushie at Sonic or something, And I was like, wait, my brother drank how many of these?
I think you're talking about the hand grenades, right? The hand grenades?
Yeah. The hurricanes were at the dueling bar. That's right.
Which are very good too. Are very good.
You're right. The hand grenades, but
hand grenades.
They're the same. They're both giant, sweet,
they're giant fucking
alcohol drinks, with tons of liquor and you're just
sugar. Yeah.
The fact that I couldn't drink one of those. And so that's when it hit me. And that was years ago, but I always had that in the back of my head. Like, dude, my brother, fuck.
Yeah. My record on those before, like, not remembering anything was 11.
Yeah. See, that's insane.
Yeah.
I can't drink one.
Oh yeah. Like they're strong. Oh yeah. No, like I don't know what it would be now because it's been so long since I've had a drink.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet I could probably still put down 3 or 4, like without being like fine. Like I'm
even
fine.
when I'm in training, even when I've been, I still could not drink more than I could get through maybe 1.5.
You're working on your professional license.
My peak performance level at maybe 1.5, but
it's different class. Yeah. I don't know. It's always been a natural thing like that. Not it's a proud thing. It's just something that I can do. Someone who cannot hold their liquor, which is hilarious, is my wife.
Now, see, the flip side with the tolerance, I think where you and I are different is now say THC were legal here.
Mm-hmm.
I bet I'm pretty sure my tolerance is way stronger than yours with that.
Probably. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, no way to know.
No way to know. But it's with the alcohol, like my wife, she can have a drink that's hers for the night.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it just is what it is. And most of the time she'll like pass it to me halfway through.
Yeah.
It's just not like she's figured it out over the years. Like, one of those hard ciders or something. That's kind of her speed. Mm-hmm. Maybe 1 for the evening. Mm-hmm. Anything more than that, it's just it's no way out.
That's a good healthy way to be too, just to find something, I can drink 1 of these. I can drink 2 of these. No, I can't drink that. Nope. Stay away from dark liquor. Nope. Stay away from That's good to know about yourself.
Yeah. So there's only one person I've really met that had a very like I've met people with fucking tolerances well beyond mine. And so mine isn't like I'm a professional drinker, so I can drink a lot. It's like whatever genetically is in me doesn't process alcohol normally.
It's
And it just
chemically, yeah.
yeah, it takes a lot. It just it just does, and it's gonna take forever to affect me. Our cousin who I went on that trip with is the same way. Like the amount of beer we went through and booze we went through, I was just like, I've never met anyone else who goes like this. And he was just laughing, saying the same shit. It's like, you know, like 3 cases of beer later. You know what I mean? It's like, let's start shots. You know what I mean? Like,
it's definitely genetic. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. You know,
it just skipped me.
Yeah. How are you still standing? Don't know. But believe me, I wish I was drunker than I am. You know?
That's insane.
Yeah. I wish. Well, we went to that family get together. I had those 9 of those Long Island iced teas that were strong as fuck. By the way,
one Long Island iced tea is strong as fuck.
Oh, they made them hard there.
Like they're all liquor. They're like liquor with a splash of fucking sweet and sour. Like
those fucking were. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's
Well, we went to that, and the guy's like, "You're Leo's grandson." I was like, "Yes, sir." He's like, "Well, here you go." I was like, "Oh, it's good." Oh my god.
Gosh.
Make me another. I'll get this down. Yeah. You know, yeah, it's just one of those things. But and that's why I avoid it. Like for the most of my life I've avoided it. It's not a thing. Like around my birthday for years, I would that's the time I'm gonna get drunk. But
no, same. When all my kids were younger, holiday after holiday, every Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, all the family, because my husband has a huge family and everybody's getting together and all of our kids are little and everybody was drinking. I was the only one year after year after year. And in my mind, I'm watching all the kids. Yeah, I'll do your thing, but I've got babies here. I've never been that's one thing. And I don't know why I am the way that I am, because it doesn't make any sense, but I don't drink at home. I don't keep alcohol at home. Like, yeah, we'll have a beer in the house or in the fridge if somebody comes over and leaves it. It's not like no alcohol in our house, but
yeah, we're not that way. I have bottles of booze. People always bring them for my birthday.
Yeah, we have stuff on top of our fridge and shit. It's not like that. It's just nobody actively drinks in this house.
No.
I don't drink in this house. If I'm gonna drink, I drink at the restaurant. But then when I come home, I'm done. I don't continue to drink at home. I don't.
Yeah, it's never been my game.
I'm not a home drinker. Is a safe place, and I think there's something inside of me as a parent that wants my kids to feel safe, and there's something that my brain knows alcohol does not create a safe environment for a child. If that's something that becomes comfortable here and it's here all the time, that may not be a good thing. And it's just the way I feel, and I feel good knowing that all my kids, now that they're older, except for the one, they have no trauma from that as a child. They have no stories. They go to their friend's house and they talk to their friends and they hear their friends talk about this and that. And they don't have that from me. They don't have that from mom and dad at home. Like,
yeah, my kids haven't seen me hammered. And I'm that's something that's a point of pride for me.
Yes.
That's a great thing. Like they've even on Friday nights when I was with the guys, we wouldn't go home. Like I'd just walk across the street, right? I wouldn't go home until midnight, 1 a.m. when I knew all the kids, and my wife would text me, because I told her, I was like, I'm gonna go have a few drinks with the guys, like, but I'm not coming home till everyone's in bed. I'm gonna have too many. I don't want to have a strange interaction. Not that I don't trust myself or something, like fucking stop all that. It's just I never wanted them to see me like that.
Yeah.
That was one of the hugest reasons. Like 4.5 years ago, I'm done drinking. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Because they're getting older. Yeah.
And part of it was that. The other part was I just didn't like how I felt. I didn't like how I felt Saturday or Sunday. I was like, wow, this can't be good, right? Yeah. It's like I drink 1 day a week. Okay. Yeah. But now it's like, I think the last time I had a drink of alcohol, we went to a casino in Mississippi for a function for my wife. And that was over a year ago. And because we're in a casino and I'm with you in a casino, it's just better off to medicate yourself in some way. Like it is not, it's not fun. I don't want to be here. All I'm watching are all these boomers waste away any inheritance their kids will ever have.
Oh, and especially if it's a smoking casino, if there's cigarette smoke in here, alcohol helps
Yeah,
helps me with that,
it's just
to
how
be
you get
honest.
through it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And we have to be there. We have to be there for these things, so it is what it is. And I'm like, if I'm doing that,
Yeah.
bring me a pina colada, extra umbrellas. You know? Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. We're very lucky, both of us, that alcohol, we both played with it, we both participated, and it didn't put its hooks in us, and we're pretty lucky for that. Some people don't have that. Some people, once they start, they can't stop.
Yeah, I know people like that.
Mhm.
I know people like that who genuinely struggle, and it
Mhm.
breaks my heart for them
Yeah.
that
You see 'em on
this
Monday mornings at work, and they're struggling.
this
They look
demon
like
has you.
shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got you. And I've just never I can't relate. I can't really relate to anything,
Mm-mm.
you know?
And that's why I think we're lucky. Like, I don't know. Part of me is like, is it luck or is it just, I love my kids more? No, I really think that some people have issues, alcoholism, and they're not bad people. They just have a sickness. They have a disease
Yeah,
and it's strong in them. And I'm
yeah,
just lucky and it doesn't happen to me.
yeah. You
Putting
just
down
you just gotta
alcohol is
endure.
not. I can drink 2 beers and be done. Like, it does not. I don't have there's nothing in
Oh,
me
yeah,
that's
I
like,
don't
more, more, more. Mm-mm.
yeah, I'm not that I used to work with this guy, but I'm not gonna blow him up for the 94 people who listen or whatever. But, he struggled, and he got to the point where I wouldn't go out and have a beer with him because like I'm saying, I'd go out, I'll have a beer. I'm like, "All right, well, I gotta fucking go home." He'd have 3 pitchers, and be blacked out because he couldn't handle it. He
Mhm.
couldn't handle alcohol, and he would just drink until he vomited on himself. Like, once he started, like, 1 beer is the same as 50 beers. It's not gonna fucking stop.
Can't stop. Yeah.
He can't. And it's just like and he had DUIs, he had, like it's just like, "Bro,
Mhm.
just don't go have a beer." He's like, "Well, I'm not gonna be a pussy. If they're gonna have a beer, I can have a beer." It's like, "But you can't.
Mhm.
You can't have a beer."
Yep.
You know?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
grateful for. We've got a lot of alcoholics in our bloodline. I'm really glad that it didn't get us. It hasn't ruined our families, hasn't ruined our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it skips all my kids. They're
Oh,
they're
same.
the kids make fun of me because I'll have Cokes. Like, I'll have a real sugar Coke or something,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, dad, Cokes are bad for you. Don't you know that?" I'm just like, "Uh-huh."
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Listen,
Yep.
man, you hadn't figured it out yet, but you gotta have some kind of vice. Don't take everything from me,
Yep.
okay? Like, I gotta have something here.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a safe household if your kids think you're doing a bad thing by drinking a Coke.
oh, they do, and I hear about it all the time. Hear
Mhm.
about it all the time, but I love them. Anyway,
I gotta jump off and go get my kid.
whoop, whoop. That's
Fun
awesome.
times. Fun times.
You have any parting words of wisdom?
Bubba?